So I've been away for a few days, and I guess Ubisoft must have heard that I was gone and decided to drop the test for Ghost Recon Frontline. And, well, needless to say, I wasn't invited to the test. However, I do have my hands on a lot of leaked footage for the test, and I've been analyzing it, and obviously I can't show it here because the last time I did that, Ubisoft hit me with a DMCA claim, so I'm not going to do that. But what I am going to do, because it's out there in the wild, I am going to discuss absolutely everything that I have seen in this leaked footage, and I gotta say, man, it's living up to exactly what we said Ghost Recon Frontline was going to be, and I'm going to cover it all here. Like the video down below and subscribe for everything multiplayer FPS. My name is BigFry, and a big thank you to all of my members here on YouTube and my subscribers over on Twitch. So when it comes to this beta test for Ghost Recon Frontline, the game's loading screen features an overall explanation of their expedition game mode, and your objective is to hack and collect data from drones, which when you do so, it reveals your location to enemies on the map, so you gotta survive while you're hacking the data, and once you complete 3 hacks, you need to reach a helipad, request an extraction, and then board to basically get off the map and win. The island you're dropping into is called Drakemore Island, with different locations like Chemical Plant, Quarry, Harbor, and Power Station, and you select your spawn location on the map before you actually load in, so it's kind of similar to Ring of Elysium. Once you find a drone, you can walk up and hold E to initiate, your guy pulls up a tablet, and the transfer begins. So because this game is in first person, you can't really look around you from what I can see, and you basically stand there and you transfer the data. It takes about 5 seconds to actually like initiate the hack, and then you have to kind of defend that point while the hack kind of goes off. The person I was watching was trash at FPS games in general because they couldn't shoot for shit. I couldn't see how long a hack actually goes off, but once you initiate that hack, you're on the map for everybody to kind of locate. It's very similar to Hazard Zone, and that's not a good thing. The person died in a firefight because the team converged on their location, and then it showed kind of a janky spectator cam. They were watching their team kind of move forward, and then it looks like they bought the player back in. So they parachute, drop back in, grab their stuff. They were rocking an AK with like a red dot magnifier sight on it. Both 2 different sight pictures. The red dot was just a red dot, and then when you magnify it, it almost looked like a Cobra sight with the 3 lines. It was very strange to see. And they were also rocking an MP5. Now, I will say, the animations for swapping to different weapons, they didn't look that bad. The game itself, it actually doesn't look that bad. It's what I would like to see out of a game like X Defiant. If you're going to do like a Tom Clancy arena shooter, I would love to see it grounded more in reality like this in terms of the weapons you're using, the movement, the color palette. Everything just looks a little bit more like it belongs instead of X Defiant and its crazy mosh pit style thing. The problem with this game, though, is nothing that I see screams Ghost Recon to me. It honestly screams like an early prototype build of a Warzone game with a little bit slower pace and a little bit more of an objective style gameplay with the hacking of the drones. If you took an early version of Warzone and then combine that with the objective-based gameplay of Hazard Zone on a map that is highly saturated and a little bit more colorful, this would essentially be it. Now, the gunfights themselves look really dog shit to me. It doesn't feel like when you're playing a game like Warzone, you got the hit impacts when you get shot, you know you're getting shot. This game has like the directional arrow, and it just looks like it lacks all sort of life. Now, granted, this is an early build of a beta test, but I can't see it coming out much different than this unless they obviously took another 2 to 3 years to get it to a point where it might actually compete with a game like Warzone. But if you're looking for a free-to-play, grounded military shooter, and keep in mind, barring this is an early test and I haven't actually touched the game myself, this is all just looking at third-party recordings, I actually think Warzone might be a better experience if you're looking for that grounded kind of FPS set in a modern time. This just looks like another trend-chasing opportunity for Ubisoft. Even some of the UI prompts, like when you're spectating someone when you're dead and it has the request redeployment with the space button, it looks like they took some of this stuff like directly from Warzone, and I just don't get it. Now, keep in mind, too, all of the contractors that you can kind of spawn in have different names with different abilities. So I'm seeing he's hovering over this one assault class called Timothy Brady, which is an assault class. It's able to negate enemy healing and throw sensor grenades to track enemy players. It can use different types of grenades, and its minor skills can boost its survivability in the field. Morgan Palmer is a scout class. The scout is a reconnaissance class, obviously, able to mark enemies and shoot and deploy UAV drones that highlight enemy players. It can deploy cover and sniper towers, while its minor skills can boost long-range shooting. So there's a bunch of different classes that you're able to play with as well that give you certain, play styles. The support class, according to this, they're focused on defense and economy, able to share gained requisition points with their teammates and deploy automated turrets. So from what I can see, requisition points are like your currency that you use to like buy people back and stuff like that. It can also deploy walls or cover to further reinforce objectives, and one of the character names is Veronica Hall. And from what I can see, it looks like there's 2 player models for each class. So there's 6 characters, but only 3 classes split between them. And then seeing like the end of match screen, you have match XP, which again looks exactly like Warzone, but we also see a little icon there about a battle pass with, it looks like unlocking a weapon skin for some sort of carbine. And obviously we all knew it was a free-to-play game. There was going to be some sort of monetization. If it is just a battle pass, I really don't see anything wrong with that. I myself have to play it before I can give my full thoughts on it. It doesn't look like a bad battle royale style game. It just doesn't look like a good Ghost Recon game, and it doesn't look like it's going to compete with the big boys. Granted, it is an early test. Even though the game is slated to come out this year, it does look like it plays better than Hazard Zone in terms of, comparing it to Battlefield 2042, but I still don't know if it has any sort of longevity, especially when you consider the fact that Hyperscape is being shut down officially by Ubisoft, as was announced just a couple of days ago. For those who might not know, Hyperscape was another battle royale put out by Ubisoft that didn't really have any sort of identity. It just wasn't that good of a game, and Ubisoft is shuttering those servers on April 28th. And according to them, they will be taking key learnings from this game into future products, which tells me that they might actually have learned something that they could then take and apply to Ghost Recon Frontline, as well as The Division Heartland, which I'm seeing now is rumored to be, drumroll please, a battle fucking royale. So if at first you don't succeed, keep trying until you lose all of your revenue. I don't know. My name is Big Fry. Thank you guys for watching again. Shout out to every single person who supports the channel financially, whether it be on YouTube with the memberships or on Twitch. I really do appreciate you guys so much for allowing me to continue to do what I do. If you guys do want to support the channel, the link is down below. Just click that join button, or if you watch me over on Twitch, I'm live Monday to Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern. You guys can subscribe over there, and if you have Amazon Prime, you can actually subscribe every 30 days for absolutely no extra cost. Supports me, and it doesn't cost you guys anything. But if not, I appreciate you guys watching, liking, and commenting down below. Let me know your guys' thoughts on Ghost Recon Frontline. If you guys have seen some of the leaked footage, I'm very anxious to see what my community has to say. My name is Big Fry, and I'll see you on the next one.